My name's Rochelle and I am coming to you live from Texas. I am finally doing the sous vide, not sous vide, but the sous vide egg bites that have been on my meal plans for weeks and weeks and weeks. I've been saying I'm going to do these and I have not made it a priority, but now that we are finished with our fast, I am super hungry and looking forward to eating these. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm using my iPad and I have no idea where the microphone is on it, so if you can't, just put it in the comments and I will, I don't know, start over on my phone or something. So, the recipe calls for, and I'm actually doubling it today because I'm going to show you how I use it with the sous vide and then how I make them the way before I got the sous vide. Which I'm in love with my sous vide. If you don't have one, I totally say if you can afford one, go get it. I haven't used mine all that often, but I love the way that these eggs come out. They're not too moist. They're just like, they're perfect. They're the best eggs I've ever had. And these are actually a mock-up of the Starbucks bacon and egg bites. But if you look at their nutrition facts, they have a ton of carbs. So when I found this recipe and started tweaking it a little bit, I fell in love because those were my go-to. Like every morning when Andrew would go get his coffee, I would say, pick me some of those up, please. But they're too carby. So the recipe on these, it's 5 eggs, 5 tablespoons of cottage cheese. Now by accident, I got the low-fat cottage cheese. Get full fat all the way. Fat is good. A third a cup of Monterey Jack cheese. A third a cup of shredded Gruyere, a fourth of a teaspoon of salt, 5 bacon strips, cooked and thinly cut, I guess, or thin pieces of bacon. And then another third a cup of the shredded Gruyere to put on top when you go to broil it. I usually don't broil mine, I don't care that much. I just put the extra cheese on top and then pop it in the microwave. And then 5 of these tiny, cute little jelly jars. And the reason that you want to put them in the jars, I mean, you can do it in the oven, but I've done plenty of egg bites that way, and I don't really like the way that they come out. They don't store well in the refrigerator. They get, like, moist, and I keep mine in a bag or any kind of Tupperware container. They're going to get moisture in it, and it just makes them not very good. So the way that I do it is I use an immersion blender. And you can use your KitchenAid, or if you have just like a hand mixer, it's fine. But I like the immersion one because it, like, I don't know, mixes everything together really well. So again, if you're just tuning in, we're doing the sous vide egg bites. Let me know if you can't hear me because I'm using my iPad today. So we're going to get started. I'm really excited to eat these. All I've had today is I had some almonds for breakfast. They've actually been doing great. Andrew is on his second day, so I'm excited to see his results, which everybody's had amazing results. Hey, Lori. Lori just finished it too, I think, right? Are you still on? So, if you want a copy of the meal plans every week, I finally have the website is set up. There's a link. I haven't figured out like the floating box yet. But there's a link if you click on under the menu that says weekly meal plans. So if you click on that, it will take you to where you can sign up. Hey, and meal plans will go out every week, which I'm super excited about. I'm also working on an ebook for how'd you do? Did you just finish yours today with all of the rest of us? 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more to go. Yeah, so an ebook with 30 days of keto-friendly freezer meals. I started doing 2 more. I started doing freezer meals right before I was going to give birth with Silas, and because I didn't want Andrew to have to worry about running our boys all over the world with their extracurriculars. And the idea of having to take care of me and baby and the boys just seemed like a lot. So I ended up making like 40-something freezer meals before I gave birth, and it kept us, I think we used them for, gosh, almost 4 months after. So, felt pretty good the whole time. That's awesome. Let me see, I need to get the salt really quick. a lot of the freezer or crock pot meals that are out there aren't technically keto. They have different ingredients that we wouldn't typically use, like corn or canned goods. So I try to avoid those as much as possible, just to keep it super healthy. Okay, so we got the eggs, we have the salt, the Monterey Jack cheese, which I don't have enough Monterey Jack, so I'm gonna just substitute it with Parmesan. Use whatever you have. Like, if you don't have Gruyere, Gruyere is really expensive. Don't feel like you need to go out and buy a $8 block of cheese. I love the way it tastes, but that's just me. Buy whatever you can afford. Buy whatever you have, and it's not going to really affect the taste or the flavor or make it any less delicious. I'm gonna put a little more in here. And again, I'm doubling my recipe. So a third cup of Monterey Jack, a third cup of shredded Gruyere, and I'm using 2/3. And that's it. No, the cottage cheese. Hey Jason, I'm really excited about your get together. I really want to go because if you can't tell, cooking is my jam, especially low carb cooking. Now that it has worked so well for me, I want to spread the feel goods. What did I do? I did South Beach before this, and I did not succeed. It was super hard. It was like a low calorie or calorie restrictive diet. And they do low carb too, but the difference is that they don't add enough fat. So the fat is really important because it sustains, it keeps you sustained. You feel full longer, and that's really important for success. I mean, to not, I made these like 4 times a week. Okay, awesome. Yes, no, I used to buy them all the time too. And really, I was saying a minute ago, the ones at Starbucks have so many carbs. Like, if you go look at the carbs, it's insane. So if you're trying to, I don't know, watch what you're eating, it's not really a good option, but these are super easy. And the way that I do them, so I used to use them, I made them on the stove before, but now I have the sous vide. But I'm going to show you both ways so that you don't feel like you need to go out and buy the sous vide. I love it. I can't remember how many of these I put in, so I'm just going to do a few more in and we'll see. The other thing again about this cottage cheese, buy full fat. I do not, but you want to make sure that you do, because the fat is good. Despite what lots of doctors out there have to say, fat is good and it's so important for you. Okay, so and then I use my submersion blender because it just mixes everything nicely. I think that's everything. I get so sidetracked. So 5 eggs, 5 tablespoons of cottage cheese, a third a cup of Monterey Jack, a third a cup of shredded Gruyere, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And it kind of takes a minute because there's not, they're on the weekly meal plan. So if you go to ketolama.com, under the menu section, like if you're on your phone, there's going to be a menu section. So click on the menu and then go down to weekly meal plans, and it will take you to a link where you can sign up. So I finally have the platform figured out. I haven't quite figured out how I can integrate the floating bar in WordPress yet, but I'm getting there. So for now, just go click on menu, weekly meal plans, and all of those things. One of the things that I really love about it is that it makes it nice and fluffy. It puts some air into it. I don't know if you can see. But it just blends it nicely, so you're not going to have like chunks of cheese or any of that stuff. Okay, and then I just take the bacon and I kind of fold a piece or half of a piece in here. And one of the things that Andrew suggested in the beginning was that it needed more bacon. So I used half a piece, but put as much bacon as you want. I think I even go back and do like bacon bits, but he told me not to this time because he was comparing how much is actually in the bacon bit bag versus how much is, you know, in a package of bacon. It's better to do the whole package. Plus, I think he just likes bacon and he's really hungry because he is paging now. I'm really excited. Janelle and I are doing a mixer at 6 p.m. tonight Central Standard Time, which we're meeting with all new ladies who we've never talked to before, and we're going to talk about their health goals, what they want to achieve, what they feel like could be improved in their life, and mixer, yes. So I'm really pumped for that. So I have like one Zoom after another today. It's exciting. 6 p.m. Central. Did I say Central? Central. And then I even, like, I'll put some more bacon on top once I cook it. But just fill your cups with a little bit of bacon. And then you pour. I mean, like, these are literally the easiest breakfasts, and they keep so well. I don't know the health standards or anything, but I hate to admit that I've eaten one that was in our refrigerator for quite some time. I don't know, probably a few weeks. And it tasted fine and it smelled fine, so that makes it okay, right? I don't know. I was always taught that as long as it smells okay. I don't know, but I got scared. Oh yeah, it's 6 Central. 6 Central. I'm Central. You're Central. We're all good. So they keep really well. What was the standard in, like, you're hungry? Because it's good. Because it's bacon. It smells like bacon. Poor Andrew. So I don't know. How do y'all determine whether food is good or not? Obviously smell, right? Or do you stick to the expiration dates? Like, at what point do you... I'm Central. At what point do you throw food away? I'm a very... Those dates are kind of a loose guideline to protect the stores, and so unless it smells bad, we're gonna... Oh, the cat. Lena, get away. Lena, get away. Why don't you listen? Yeah, date and smell. So milk, I think, is like, I don't know. Well, we do almond milk. And one day Tristan told us that there was mold in the bottom of the almond thing. I was like, I don't think almond milk molds. At least I haven't experienced it yet, but... Okay, that is just about good. So the recipe is perfect because it fills the cups completely. And then I just wipe the lids, like the rims of them, to make sure that the lids are going to go on perfectly. Oh, and I need to unplug my switch plug, sorry. Where do my phone go? So the thing that I love about, yeah, that's true, about the sous vide that we got is that it's Bluetooth operated. So I literally have to do nothing. I have to make sure my Bluetooth is on though, and it's not. Oh, it doesn't need an update. So it's pretty much been on for a while. The temperature is currently at 110. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. 108. So it needs to get heated up to 167. Now the way that I've done it in the past, and the other way that I'm going to do it for now, is, I don't know if you can see on my stove back there, but I have just a regular pot and it's boiling, but I have a candy thermometer in it. So it's been sitting there for about, I don't know, an hour, just to make sure that the temperature regulates. And yeah, it's on, the temperature setting is medium low, and it is at about 170 degrees. So you don't have to go out and buy a sous vide to have perfect egg whites. That's the way that I did it before. And later I'll show pictures of how it doesn't really make a difference in the way that they look or taste once they're cooked. It just takes a little while for them to cook. So the water is heating up, and I don't know exactly what sous vide means, but I think it's vacuum cooked. So it circulates the water in the device and warms it up. So instead of putting it on a stove and boiling it, it just creates this like circulation of vacuum. And that's the only difference between the stove and with the sous vide is that the water on the stove is not circulating. But again, it's not that big of a difference. I also put a trivet in the bottom. I have one from our Instapot, and so it kind of elevates the egg bites up a little bit so that they're not going to be just sitting on direct heat, because you want them to be completely surrounded by water. But the sous vides are great for cooking so many other things. Apparently, they make amazing steaks and stuff. I haven't done it yet with the steak. I'll do it later this week though. I just really need to prepare in advance because it takes some time to cook. So now that I wiped them all off, I just put the lids on tightly, and that's it. Then they're just going to go into the pot of water, or the pots of water. I cook 5 at a time, but today I'm cooking 10 so that Andrew can have these few for this week. And I reuse my jars and lids. I don't know if that's accurate, but it's not like I'm making jelly that's going to need to sit on the shelf forever. So these so the water is at 167, or once it gets up to 167, then you cook them for about 35 minutes or until you can't shake them anymore. So I will come back live once they're finished to show y'all the end result and how they're exactly the same. Again, if you want a copy of this week's meal plan or this coming up week's meal plan, go subscribe at ketolama.com. Click on the menu button if you're going from your mobile device, and there is a link to sign up. It says weekly meal plans. So go sign up, check me out, and share with your friends because they're free and everybody likes free. Free tastes better, right? Plus, they're super family friendly and cost conscious. So this last week, I think our meal plan was right at $120, which to feed your family healthy dinners, plus one person for lunch and breakfast, is huge. That's, at least for us. I don't know what everybody else's budget looks like, but for us, it was a huge savings compared to what we were doing before. So go sign up, and I will see y'all in a little bit. Bye, guys.